Man, I don't think anybody's gonna hire me or anything. Dang, that's crazy. I kind of want to just like think about saying something like, I hate America. Man, that's so crazy. Man, yeah, I definitely wouldn't say anything like that. It's just California and Los Angeles. I feel like I'm being held hostage here. Man, man. Shoot. I don't freaking have an appointment today to try to get the medication I need, and my mom's still having control of my social security, and even spies on my phone. It really shows because even when I get off the phone, like with my bank, which I owe a lot of money, just like Dignity Hospital and all this stuff, like man, I don't know what to say. And then there's all these like weird captions I'm getting on YouTube. And then I can't even cry. I'm not even allowed to cry because then care court's going to say, oh yeah, he's depressed and he can't work or go to school. Just put him in a psychiatric facility. But I'm like, man, might as well. There's no colleges that want to take me in. And they just keep letting, some of their students spy on me. They'll get caught up for doing protests and stuff, but going and paying for, male or female prostitutes and then going to the gym across the street, at that Spixie's place, and then getting mad at me because I found out that I didn't pay back trans prostitutes that want to make fun of me if they could. And I've already had that happen plenty of times at San Pedro before I got, basically kicked out because I would just, retaliate for my own good until the police would retaliate against me and some of the local criminals and all that. Like, man. Even if I show that I could calm myself down, they're just gonna try to find a way to, try to mandate medication like in Vegas Sustainer or Risperdal on me, even though I have all this proof that I don't need any psychiatric medication. And they're gonna try to say like, oh yeah, well you've been in and out of, psychiatric wards ranging from Cerritos, uh, College Cerritos, Psychiatric Center, all the way down to Del Amo Hospital. I'm like the same Del Amo Hospital that had me get assaulted and, abused in their, you know, showers, and especially by, you know, by, disgraced people. And then, you know, freaking giving me forced injections after I would get, you know, abused in their shower, assaulted by two people just because they're African American descent. And there's even some Hispanics that wanted me to. Actually, yeah, I did get punched by a Hispanic guy, and he seemed like cartel too. I forgot about that one. Man, they just didn't give me a forced injection because he threw the first punch. Which is funny because they threw a chair at me while I was in, the shower, completely naked. And then they gave me a forced injection after that. I was like, wow, man. And they gave me a forced injection just for asking for a mask. So I'm like, alright. These freaking Bloods and Crips, they don't just, control the shelters and everything. Freaking the psychiatric wards. Freaking intimidating the workers and even moving, men and women or, any teenagers and recruiting them for prostitution. Which is funny because I saw this, video yesterday of this influencer literally getting harassed very violently by somebody trying to get their number, but it seemed like they wanted to human traffic them. Man. I have all that proof right here. They just don't want it out. That's why they have to freaking, cater to people that are acting erratic, but they'll give them all the patience in the world. But as soon as I'm a little bit late for medication, or as soon as I barely speak out against something, they're going to try to twist it on me and say that I'm the problem, and, then try to backtrack and accommodate to me, afterwards. But it's just kind of discrimination. Shoot, man. Can't believe this. Yeah, I definitely don't deserve to go into a psychiatric facility for the rest of my life and live there. Or live in a residential facility for the rest of my life where I need psychiatric care. Or live in an adult daycare center, or, adult living medical home, or even if I get to live on my own, be forced into, taking psychiatric medication or mandating medication on me for, things, and especially a lot of stalking and, triangulation and collusion and, conspiring against my life that now I could prove. And that's why LAPD really spies on me, I'm telling you. There's no other reason. Crazy. God bless everybody.